everyone, and welcome back to the Afrofood Diary. My name is Geraldine, and if it's your first time coming across my channel, I appreciate you. Thank you for coming to join my family. I assume that you have already clicked the red subscribe button, or that you would do so before you leave my video today. Please subscribe and be family. A whole lot of goodies happen here, okay? Yeah, so before I go into our today's video, guys, I want to quickly apologize to those of us that, like me, are content creators. We all know that content creation on YouTube in 2020, I'm sure, has two parts, which is like to upload and then you watch, okay? So I'm sure you get what I mean if you are a content creator yourself. So I want to quickly apologize. In the past 2 weeks or so, I haven't been really fulfilling that part, especially this last week and this week. It's actually out of my control. I can't really do much online, especially this week, okay? So I want to apologize for that. It's a very busy season for me. Like I mentioned in my last video, yeah, the thing is I started to study and I moved. So it's two things happening at the same time, struggling to move, struggling to, pack and unpack, and then start to study at the same time, being a mom and holding onto holding a family together. It hasn't been easy. So that is the little background behind it. But in today's video especially, guys, I'm going to be telling you something that I'm sure that a lot of us need to hear this season, okay? So what happened is that you'll be seeing what is happening on this side while I tell you the story itself, okay? So what happened is that I moved, like I told us. I actually moved from a temporary residence to where I call my home. Yeah, so if you want to see a video of how you travel from the western part of Norway to the eastern part, which is Oslo and its environs, you can watch this travel and the food vlog up here to see what it is like to travel by road, okay? But this time around, I flew with my boy, the two of us down first, because I had to start school. Like, it was impromptu. I was supposed to start end of the month. I was supposed to do a whole lot for my channel this month before starting school, but see, it didn't work out. I had to like urgently pack my things and then move down. So guys, but when I came, the first thing I realized is that I couldn't make my regular egusi soup, banga and all that, because I didn't have those ingredients with me. I just took a luggage with important things that we need for school and for our clothing. No time to pack extra stuffs. So when I got here, I left this house 2 years back, 2.5 years ago, like 2018 March. Yeah, so I had forgotten everything. Like, I didn't expect to find any ingredients in my kitchen at all, except maybe the spices over here that you will see all expired, because the person who stayed here was an African, so he didn't need any of those, so they all got expired and all that. So, but actual food ingredient, native ingredient, was a huge surprise for me to see, guys. It was like, it's something that I never expected, and it got me thinking. It kind of reminded me that even to the most basic needs of my soul, God cares for them, okay? Just some days back, I was like, oh, how I wish I could get some ingredients, make some soup, and cook some native stuff for my son to eat. Yeah, so it became that these native ingredients were things that I really needed. I couldn't go to the African shop yet because of my very busy and tight schedule. So only to open my cupboard, oh my God, and I saw this bowl. This bowl over here. You will see it beside this. I saw this bowl and I opened it. In my mind, I was going to throw away everything inside, because I was thinking, okay, maybe they are spoiled stuffs already that I will just throw in the bin like I did my spices. But lo and behold, I found a goosey, I found a huru, I found ground pepper, I found ogbono, and they were not spoiled. they were still as fresh as I left them. Especially the egusi surprised me, because the one I brought back from Nigeria last year, before it got finished, was already having some of all these dusty stuffs. It means like it was beginning to degrade even, which could mean that maybe it was not properly dried. Okay, so but this particular one, oh my god, survived. It's still very, very neat. I will show you. I'll give a close shot of them and then show you. They were still very whole, so which means I can actually make egusi soup. And you know what? Some uploads back, I shared with us how you can make egusi soup without palm oil. I don't have palm oil now, so that becomes an alternative for me, right? So it's to tell us, going back to our strongest message for today, is to tell us that even the most basic needs, God cares for them. He sees us exactly where we are at each point in time in our lives. He kind of has a way of orchestrating things. How would I have known that I could make my egusi without palm oil? But see, it's going to be very useful for me even right now, because it's not just a matter of choice now. It's now something that I have to do because I can't get palm oil. Do you get the gist? So another thing is that God, like, He carefully plans things, like I tell us, and it doesn't matter wherever we are. It doesn't matter if we're perfectly okay with Him. We're perfect in our walk with Him. Even in our weaknesses, even in our frailties, He cares, He knows, He sees us. So do not lose heart. That is my message for you today. If you're somewhere that you feel all alone, or you feel like things are not working the way you planned them, remember today that God cares for you. He knows you by name and He sees you. Remember Haggai in Genesis, running away from her mistress and ended up in the desert. Remember, God saw her and God heard her and God talked to her to a point that she exclaimed at the end, "Oh, have I really seen, have I really seen the living one?" So, and there was a well where she found water, remember? So the place was named the well of the God who sees me. So God sees you exactly where you are right now. He cares for you. He knows He can supply every single one of your needs. It may not always also happen like this for you. It happens in different ways. He answers our prayers in different ways, but in this particular case, it was so obvious. It's something very little, but it taught me a very huge lesson, okay? That's even to the most basics, native ingredients, He cared to provide it. So today, that is my message for you. I hope you are encouraged to pick up yourself. If you are in a place where you are about to give hope, please do not. God cares about you. He will provide for you. In fact, He will raise help for you. Like he always has a way of bringing help your way in ways that you do not understand. Okay, so, and another thing is that even if that instant miracle you're waiting for doesn't happen, is to know that he has a plan for everything. Look out for that lesson He's teaching you this season. Learn all you can out of every situation. Stay strong and stay blessed. So guys, that is my message for us today. And over here, I'll be showing us the clips of all the ingredients I found in that miracle box. He is indeed a God of divine provision. And I hope this encourages you. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't, and if you have subscribed, please, you can also share with a friend or two that you know would have need for the topic of today, or in fact any other recipe I've shared. If you're Igbo and you haven't seen my recipe where I prepared okwa warabo in Igbo dialect, please also click here to watch, or I'll leave the link of the two videos I mentioned at the end of this video. With that, I say thank you so much, and I will see you in my next video.